So here we are, day 7, the last. You've made it so far, which is great. I hope you've been enjoying the classes. And this is the last one together. I mean, you can still join me for my regular fertility yoga classes, but this is the last one specific to improve ovulation and boost egg quality. So we will start in a tabletop position, just warming up the spine with few cat and cows motions. So you can, on the inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze up. Exhale, reverse this motion. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push into the mat. Inhale. And exhale. And one more like this. Back to neutral, and we will start with a downward facing dog already. So you can walk your palms a little bit forward, tuck the toes under, raising the hips up. Moving with what our body wants today, what it needs. Big part of improving our fertility is listening to ourselves, to our intuition, because the body sends signals all the time of what is wrong, what is not, and sometimes we just forget or we are too distracted to listen. Walk your feet forward to meet the hands. Bend the knees generously and come all the way up to stand. Shrug your shoulders and come with the feet to be parallel to the shoulder edges of the mat. The heels are in, the toes are out. Place your hands onto your hips and bend the knees for goddess pose or big squat. Strong pose, so make sure your spine is nice and long. Not easy, but you've got this. You've already gone so far. You're so strong. And let's add some movement into this. So on the inhale, rise the arms up, straighten the legs, look up, join the palms together. And exhale, bend the knees again, lower the arms. Inhale. Extend, exhale, bend the knees, and a few more like this. You can close your eyes just to feel the motion. And finish your round. Come back to goddess pose with the knees bent. And you can slowly start placing your hands onto the mat and moving over the left foot, and the right leg expands and straightens to the side. So Skandasana. Stay here for a breath. And then with your hands start walking towards the right foot, switching sides. You can flex the left foot. Doing the same on the other side, so coming towards the left foot. To the right. And one more on each side. Come back to center and rotate to be facing the front of the mat. You can place the hands alongside the right foot and bring the right foot to meet the left for plank pose. Lower the knees to lower all the way down onto your belly. Cobra, lift your chest up. And exhale. We will meet in Adho Mukha Svanasana. Walk your feet to meet the hands. Generous bend in the knees and coming all the way back up. And repeating the same. So again, finding this wide-legged stand. The heels are in, the toes are out, hands onto the hips, and you can bend the knees for goddess pose. And let's add some motion. Inhale, come all the way up, everything extends. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, and a few more like this. One more. Back to bend knees, hands on the hips. And then place your hands down. Now this time first coming over to the right foot for Skandasana. You can stay on the toes or you can place the foot on the mat. And switching sides, going over to the left. Back to the right foot. Over to the left. And let's do one more on each side. Come back to center and going forward to the front of the mat. Come into plank. Lower your knees down, lower all the way down onto your belly. Cobra, open your chest. And we will come to take a seat. And you can lie down on your back. The knees are bent, both feet about hip-width distance apart on the mat. And you can cross the right ankle over the left knee for reclined pigeon pose. So we want to target the hips here and open this area a bit more. So you can already stay here if this is enough, or you can grab the left shin and bring the left leg a little bit closer to your chest. We want to release anything from the hips that might be causing some blockages, physical, but also emotionals. Many yogis believe that emotions are stored in the hips. So let's focus on this area. Try not to tense up through your shoulders. Bring the left leg a bit closer to your chest. And release. Let's switch sides. So this time the left foot goes over the right knee. Maybe staying here or bringing the right thigh closer to the chest. One side might feel different than the other. That's completely normal. The left one for me is much more intense and I cannot go so far. come out of the pose, both feet onto the mat. And if you have no wall, like I don't, around, so you can just come up with the feet towards the sky, towards the ceiling, or if you have a wall, that would be ideal to place the legs up the wall. It's just nicer, more restorative, more comfortable. But choose the variation that works for you. Place your hands onto the belly. And for our last day, imagine the lower belly area that you are touching right now. And repeat to yourself, my womb is warm and welcoming. My womb is warm and welcoming. Imagine all the fresh blood flowing down to your uterus from the legs. Fresh oxygen from all the movement. The goddess pose or squats in general are great to support the blood flow in the lower body. Just imagine how your womb is receptive, warm, and ready to accept a baby. You can stay with the legs up if it feels good, or you can transition into traditional Shavasana, so just extending the legs forward, placing the arms alongside your body, take lots of space, and enjoy these last moments of complete relaxation. Don't rush out of this practice. This part is as important as the moving part. My womb is warm and welcoming. If you want to, you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you need to. You don't have to come out of this pose. And I will just slowly roll onto one side so I can somehow close this practice with you. And slowly we'll find a seated position. Joining the palms together to touch. Closing my eyes. Still having this affirmation in mind. And I would encourage you, even outside of yoga, doesn't have to be during the practice, try to be in touch with your womb a little bit more. Maybe you can just place your hand onto the lower belly every now and then during the day. You can just imagine that it's warm, receptive, and think of this connection to make this mind-body connection, so thinking about the womb, about your uterus, creating more space in the lower belly. Take a deep breath in. Namaste. That's it. That was our last day of the 7-day Fertility Yoga Challenge. I really hope it was beneficial to you. Let me know in the comments how you found it. Any notes, any comments, bad, good. I take everything. And if you have any questions about your cycle or about some of the poses, the benefits for fertility, you would like to know maybe more about how it supports fertility, I just didn't want to talk too much during the classes, but I'm always open to explain a little bit more about each pose. And just let me know. You can send me a comment down here. You can contact me on Instagram or also on my website, and I also offer some kind of consultations to work on your cycle and to make you as healthy as possible to get your baby into your arms. I've been on the fertility journey for more than 2 years, so I definitely know how lonely it can feel and how just unfair it can feel. So if you need to chat, I'm here for you. Thank you again for joining me. Have a great day, and I wish you all the luck you can have on the fertility journey. Bye.